Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this special bulletin. Always make sure you unmute your microphone before you start recording. Second, and more importantly, in life we say these phrases such as, it couldn't possibly get any worse. And, well, in today's entertainment environment, I don't think we should use that phrase. The phrase that more appropriate would be, how much worse will it possibly get? I probably said that a little wrong, but you get the picture. And, well, for Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed Shadows, people keep coming out and talking about it and making things worse. This article from Park Place, good old John F. Trent, talking about the Verge reporter Ash Parish, I've heard a few things about her, accuses Japanese society of being, quote, violently racist amid backlash against Assassin's Creed Shadows. My goodness, you're going to come out on social media and just attack an entire country because they don't like the crap that you're trying to shovel down their throats. My goodness gracious me. Verge reporter Ash Pariah accused Japanese society of being violently racist in the wake of Ubisoft issuing an apology. Was it an apology? Was it really? Or was it just a statement, please forgive us, please play our game. It's just fiction. It's just a video game, guys. That's not really where all the backlash comes from, but, you know, it is what it is. It's the historical inaccuracies surrounding the video game and the vitriol towards anyone who's asking a question. That's where a lot of it's coming from, not necessarily the game itself, just the response, the defense, and the adjustments to certain websites surrounding the game and Yasuke himself. Apology to Japanese gamers following intense backlash against the upcoming game Assassin's Creed. I think Assassin's Creed is still going to make some money. Maybe not in Japan, but we'll have to wait and see. I don't think it's going to lose money. Japanese gamers have not been happy with Ubisoft and the way it's been trying to market and sell Assassin's Creed Shadows. The Change.org position, talked about in my last video, had a little over 94,000. Apparently, it's up to over 97,000 now. So, yeah, people are speaking their mind. And, of course, as I said before, take it with a grain of salt. If you don't know 100% who's able to sign the petition, just keep that in mind. Let's see. Signatories accuses Ubisoft of insulting Japanese culture and history. In fact, it even calls on the company to, quote, immediately discontinue the launch of Assassin's Creed Shadows and show sincere research and respect for Japanese history and culture. As for why, well, John F. Trent, he goes into a bunch of the backstory and everything that's going on. Let's see. Shohei Kondo detailing a number of reasons why Japanese gamers are not happy with the video. Specifically talking about game director Charles Benoit and his little discussion about, you're actually going to learn about Japanese history in our game, but then they backpedal. They crawfish, so to speak, saying, oh, but it's just a work of fiction. It's a dramatization. You say one thing and then you say another just to try to defend your game. Makes it kind of questionable there, doesn't? Familiar setting for gamers. Oh, there it is. End of the Son Goku era, turning point in Japanese history, well known for its depiction of history and accurate recreation of the world. Y'all go ahead and press X to doubt. But let's get into the juicy parts. This is the apology. Went over that in the last video. Go ahead and check that out if y'all don't mind. I would love it. But now we get to Ash Pariah. Parish. Ash Parish. I'm sorry. I see her name and yeah, well, it just fits. A pariah. Parish reacted to this statement, writing on X, quote, y'all quibble about if he was a samurai or whose sword he was allowed to carry. Oh, you mean the copy from One Piece? The theft? It was theft from an original IP, a long-standing, decades-old IP that they stole. Is that which sword he's allowed to carry? Okay. He was there. Yeah. Everything else should be allowed to be artistic license. That is true. Unless Mr. Charles Benoit comes out and starts talking about accurate recreations of history. You will learn about Japanese history, feudal Japan. Artistic license is good unless you're advertising yourself or your game, your product, to be historically accurate. None of this is about historical accuracy. Unless the developer of the game says it's historically accurate. You just hate black people and use Japanese folks as a convenient shield. Oh, Lord. Here we go with the gaslighting, ladies and gentlemen. We just hate black people because, you know, fuck Lando Calrissian, fuck Mace Windu, Blade. Oh, who else we got? Oh, let's see. Denzel Washington, Wesley Snipes. We just hate black people. Oh, my goodness. Barrett from Final Fantasy series. We hated them. We hated all those characters. Can't stand them. We just hate black people. My goodness. Ash Pariah. I think that's what I'm just going to call you from now on. Get help. In subsequent post, Pariah then accused Japanese society of being violently racist. My good, that's a one hell of an accusation there you got, Pariah. She wrote, "Let us also dispense with the pretense that Japanese society isn't itself violently racist with its own form of ultra-conservative right-wing assholes that are more than happy to carry water for this cause." Well, here's the thing. Japanese is having a massive problem right now with streamers going over there and being absolutely insufferable twats. And in every video evidence, you have Japanese citizens who are exceptionally polite over and over and over again until, of course, being pushed to the edge where you get your 7th, 8th, and 9th chance before there's any sort of retaliation, disagreement. So no, Ash Pariah. Japanese society is not violently racist. Where do you get your evidence from? Pariah is obviously lying. Yeah, we got proof of that over and over again, as Ubisoft has made it abundantly clear in their promotional materials as well as interviews that their game was true to the historical record. This is simply not the case, and in the statement to Japanese gamers, they now admit that it is not proven that Yasuke was a samurai. If they had just come out and said, "Hi, this is a historical fiction dramatization because very little is known as Yasuke. We decided to take artistic license. Let us know what you think." Instead of trying to claim any sort of historical accuracy, I don't think that would have been that big of a deal. Or like I said in my other video, here's an idea. Make a game in feudal Japan. Make both main characters Japanese. There's a thought. How about that? You can still have Yasuke in there as an NPC. That would have landed oh so much better instead of, you know, like a Boeing 727. As far as Pariah's notes on Japanese history, I'm just going with it, ladies and gentlemen. I can't help it. Attack on Japanese society at large. It appears to be 100% projection. Oh, John, what are you saying? On her part, and follows to a T how Vox Day describes social justice warriors in his book, SJWS Always Lie, taking down... Oh, we're going to talk about a book now? John, that's boring. Accusations made by SJWs when they attack others usually reflect on some level something they know to be true about themselves. That's called projection. In other words, SJWs accusations will usually tell you where you should start looking in order to expose their lies. We all know this. We've been talking about it. Numerous other more intelligent, more popular channels than I have talked about it. Projection. Generally, if someone is so vehemently attacking you with accusations that can't be proven, 9 times out of 10, hey, statistics are made up. 83% of statistics are all made up on the spot. 9 times out of 10, it's them that holds those same feelings. Because when you hold those feelings, you expect others to hold those same feelings. It's an interesting thing. It goes back to another lovely little quote that I'm going to totally butcher. I think it's an incorrect quote. She does protest too much, methinks. That's what that means. Instead of admitting that Ubisoft was wrong and that the historical record does not show that Yasuke is a samurai, Pariah lied and claimed that any criticism of Ubisoft's narrative was just racism. Pariah is not the only one. This article is a few days older than the lovely Alyssa Mercante's article. Went over that. That was a banger. Thank you all very much for watching that. I love you all. So this is par for the course in defending the nonsensical drivel. Anytime the white male gamer comes out and argues about your game, and no, it's not only white male gamers, it's gamers in general. Men, women, black, white, lesbian, straight, bisexual, trisexual, whatever. Trisexuals, I'll try anything. Anyway, going on. It's gamers in general that can't stand this kind of crap being shoveled down their throats over and over again. Despite, you know, anyway, that's a whole nother joke. I'm not going to say it. It's not just a single demographic. The demographic is gamers. Gamers is a demographic. Appeal to the fun. Hey, make it fun first. Going to keep on trying with that one. Make it fun first, and you'd be surprised. But they're not making it fun. They're turning it into their own ideological checkbox sandbox project. Look at me, superficial nonsense instead of making it fun first. Within 3 minutes of accusing anyone of disputing Ubisoft's narrative of being racist, she then doubled down and went after the entirety of Japanese society by claiming it was violently racist. Given the third law of SJWs is always project, it seems abundantly clear that Pariah just might be telling on herself. Oh, it wouldn't surprise me. Why would we make such baseless accusations there? Surely, I can't imagine you would have any receipts. We never have... Oh, would you look at that? In fact, she admitted in 2021, writing on X, there are 2 white people who are talking about how much they don't like Cam Newton. Oh, good God. We're going to bring up Cam Newton. Pompous ass. Anyway, he's an American football player, if you don't know. Carolina Panthers. Moving on. Cam Newton in this physical therapy office, and their only complaint is that he's arrogant. Because he is. He is arrogant. He is a pompous, arrogant twat who occasionally was able to back up his words. However, he is arrogant. And they hate that he was upset after losing the superb owl. Oh, wait, can you not? Okay, and it's given me un petit racismo. Really? He's arrogant. Of course he's upset after losing the Super Bowl. Huh. What do you make of Ash Pariah's comments? I think she's an arrogant twat who is trying to get to the levels of clout chasing that Alyssa Mercante is at, doing anything and everything she can to get her name out there, to get people talking about her. But unfortunately, people are talking about her, but not in the way that she really wants them to. We no longer live in the age of all publicity is good publicity. This can... Bad publicity is now bad publicity. Whether it's word of mouth can tank a TV show, movie, video game, or if you sit around and run your mouth and say moronically nonsensical room temperature IQ paint chip eating things. And that's where we're at right now. How do you think Assassin's Creed Shadow is going to do with all this oh so wonderful publicity going on with people like Ash Pariah and Alyssa Mercante coming out in defense of the game? Do you think those are going to be positives or negatives? We'll have to wait and see what happens when the game comes out. And I'm sure there's going to be more and more. How much further will this rabbit hole go? Y'all let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Leave a like, leave a dislike, and I hope to see you on the next one. Do all this you do. Bye.